Welcome everybody. I'm here with J-Mac, my awesome sprinter slash coach slash whatever amazing things you are. We've been working a lot on extension and trying to turn on his glutes and his hamstring. And we want to talk about owning the position, right? We want to talk about, do you own that static position? A lot of it is the push-off, right? And he doesn't turn on his hamstring or his glute very well. We've already discovered that. So what we're gonna do is I want you to be straight on the floor, right? Head on the floor, good. Now what I want you to do is turn on every single muscle in your body. Turn them on, everything, good. Now, as you can see, you're gonna start to see that everything in his ethos here is being turned on. Now, what I want you to do is keep your hip down, and I want you to elevate this leg, this left leg. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. As he's pulling up, you should start to see that his glute and his hamstring turn on, which will be indicated as red into this app. Now you want to keep your hip flexor down, right? You're going to have a little bit of quad activation, but this has got to be turned on. This is owning this position. This is owning just hip extension. Hip extension is really important, and I'm going to ask John to actually explain why hip extension is important. Okay, so John, you want to come up and explain to the wonderful folks out there why hip extension is really important during a sprint.
So to get maximum stride length, you got to have terminal extension, which is getting that full range of motion at the end of the running stride, going into the next subsequent stride. So what that position looks like kind of in person is I'm here. When I hit the ground and I drive through, if you stop that in frame by frame, you have to see some iteration of this shape, this position here. If I don't have full control or full access of range of motion through this front hip, that's gonna limit the power and torque I can push through the ground with, so.
Right, and so if you don't actually own that terminal hip extension, then you're gonna start to use your lower back, or you're gonna start to use your knee, or you're gonna start to use more plantar flexion. You wanna have isolated hip extension. So this is why we've been working on hip extension, hamstring activation, and glute activation. Thanks for showing up. If you need any more information, please come to www.drwoosportspod.com, and I'll see you guys later.